Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. This is my 3,000 subscribers celebratory, that's not even a word, Q&A video. I actually recorded this yesterday. I recorded it and edited it, and when it came to uploading it, everything messed up and I've been having complications with my memory card. So it's always fun when you have to re-record something that already took like an hour, 2 hours to do the day before. Always a fun thing. Before I start this video, I want to apologise for no Star Wars The Force Awakens final trailer reaction. I got up at 4 AM to watch it because I was far too excited. I do love you guys and I wanted to do it, but I was just too excited, and all you need to know is that it's beautiful, the music, the cinematography, it's just gorgeous and I'm so excited. I already have 3 tickets booked to see it. No shame whatsoever. Anyway, let's get on with Q&A. So the first question I want to answer is a question I accidentally deleted. You know how fiddly iPhones are when you're scrolling through and then something is accidentally deleted, which is always fun. But I do remember 2 of the questions, so if you have a deleted comment, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to delete it. I remember one of them was, what is your favourite film of 2015 so far? And so far, my favourite film of 2015 is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl / Mad Max Fury Road. I can't choose, it's too difficult to choose right now. And the other question that I do remember but accidentally deleted was, do your friends and family understand your obsession with YouTube? My friends and family know I have a channel. I'm not sure how many of them actually watch my videos. If you're watching this now, hi. They support my channel. I do go on about it, which I know annoys them, which is understandable. My lovely roommate Hannah, who might be watching this, literally always hears me recording and she laughs all the time when I try and record my videos, so thanks for that, Han. She literally just like interrupted me while doing my Q&A. Thanks, Han, love you. She just said, I don't like you, your channel's crap. I was like, thanks for the support, Hannah. Yeah, they understand my obsession. I do go on about it a lot. The people on it, the videos on it, movies. I go on a lot about YouTube to them, which annoys them, which I understand. So yes, they understand it, and hi if you're watching. Next set of questions is from Ian Blacklack. Hi Ian. The first one is, what are your future goals for your channel? At the moment, because I'm at uni and I'm in 3rd year, I have tons and tons of work to do. So at the moment it's just standard like TV reviews, movie reviews, top 5 videos, hopefully maybe some reaction videos. I don't know what's coming out in the near future, but I've really missed doing them because they are so much fun. Yeah, it's just the standard what I'm already doing on my channel, just because I've got so much to do. I have tons and tons of ideas for my channel, I just don't have the time to do them, which is kind of depressing. But as long as you guys like my content, I will keep doing this sort of content. Ian's second question is, any movies that you consider hidden gems of this year? I would say Predestination is very underrated. I wouldn't say it's a hidden gem because a lot of people have seen it, but yeah, Predestination is a genius and I absolutely love that film. Also Man Up. I really liked Man Up as a rom-com. It was super funny, super British, which I like, you know, Rule Britannia. Yeah, those were sort of 2 films that I found kind of underrated from this year. I really haven't watched any indies this year, which I'm really disappointed in myself with, because I love indie movies, they're some of my favourite movies, but I guess there hasn't been that many that have been widely released in the UK yet. His third question is, I'm thinking of travelling to London in the future. What are some cool things to do over there? I go to Central quite a bit, but it's normally just to go shopping because I love Oxford Street. I have an unhealthy relationship with me shopping on Oxford Street. Typical things you can do in London is like sightseeing, which is always fun. I mean, I've lived here this is my 3rd year living here now, and I still get really excited about going to see like Big Ben or the London Eye or Covent Garden or Leicester Square. Those are always fun things to do. Things you can do is like go to all the famous parks like Hyde Park, go to a West End show, go to a football game, because all of the atmospheres within like West End shows and football games is always amazing, and they are always amazing on West End shows because we're super passionate about that in London. West End shows are just everywhere. Other things you can do, there's just tons of really nice restaurants and pubs you can go to. It's just a really crowded environment and there's lots of markets to go to, and there's tons of like culture here, like Camden, it's got such an amazing market, Covent Garden, Notting Hill, there's markets everywhere and there's like culture everywhere. Brick Lane is amazing as well, so yeah, just go everywhere. His fourth question is, what are your favourite directors working today that are underrated? I love Darren Aronofsky. I really think he's underappreciated because he's not talked about as much as, you know, Christopher Nolan, David Fincher, Steven Spielberg, all those big directors, but Darren Aronofsky is genius. I mean, The Fountain, Requiem for a Dream, I haven't seen Noah, but Black Swan, all incredible films, and he's not talked about enough. And also Wes Anderson. I love Wes Anderson so much. His directing style is just super quirky and I just adore him. And also Paul Thomas Anderson. That man is just a genius, like genius of all geniuses. And his fifth and final question is, what are your best and worst TV show finale or series finales? Best season finales for TV shows got to be Game of Thrones season 5 because mind-blowing things happened. Oh my goodness, all the emotions. Mr. Robot season 1, incredible. Orphan Black season 2 finale was insanely good. Worst season finales, probably Heroes season 3 and 4. Yeah, they were just not good seasons overall, but the finales they were bad. A couple of the American Horror Story season finales actually, especially Freak Show. I wasn't really a fan of the Freak Show finale. Worst, it's really hard to identify worst because I'm an optimist, I would say, so it's really hard to think of worst things. Okay, next question. James Darkholm asks, I have a really boring question. What do you find more interesting, heroes or villains? I really like villains. I just think a really good, interesting, in-depth villain backstory is just what every single like revenge story or kind of epic fantasy story needs, really. It's like, I love Darth Vader, Hans Landa, Loki, the Joker, just all those villains are just awesome. I mean, Jack Torrance is one of my favourite villains ever. Just, I love a good villainous story and somehow I always end up sympathising with them. Like, I love heroes, I love, like, you know, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. I love hero stories, but villains are just so much more intense and interesting. My good friend Emily Finch, who I know in real life, asks, who is the best Emily that you know? Really, Emily? I'm joking. If I knew Emily Blunt, it would be Emily Blunt, but I know you, unfortunately. No, I'm joking. I sound like a horrible person. No, Emily, you're the best Emily I know. Love you, Emily. Francesca from Cinema Darling asks, what's your favourite colour? My favourite colour is yellow. I don't know why, it's just super happy, bright, optimistic. Every time I see something that's yellow, I just feel a little bit better inside. That's a really weird thing to say, but yellow. The ever so classy Francesca's second question is favourite Linklater film. I haven't actually seen that many Linklater films. I've only seen Boyhood and School of Rock, I believe, and I do love Boyhood. I've only seen it once though, and I feel like I don't need to watch it again for quite some time because it was a long ass film. Probably School of Rock. School of Rock is awesome and I'll never get tired of watching that. And her question number 3 is, what is your absolute most dreamiest of dream jobs? I love your English there, Francesca. I know you're Italian, but I love your English. Dreamiest of dream jobs is screenwriter. I want to break into the business, be a screenwriter. I want to write original stories, just share the stories with the world because, yeah, I like inspiring people and I just like telling original stories and all that jazz. And if that doesn't work out, which is really hard to get into the industry, so there might be a slim chance that doesn't work out. I'm being really optimistic right now. I really want to work at the BFI in London just because the atmosphere is so cool. You're surrounded by people who love film collectively and they talk about it like daily, and I would just love to go into like either management or marketing with BFI London. Lammet Smith asks, what do you like better, originals or remakes, and what are your opinions about remakes? Definitely love originals more. I don't like remakes unless they are like absolutely necessary to make remakes. In general, not a big fan of remakes. It just feels like Hollywood are really running out of ideas and they're like, you know what, if we just remake this, we'll get money out of it, it's all good, it's like a free pass and stuff. And I just, like, I love Hollywood as an industry, but things like that really grind at me when they just think, oh, we can bring back this, or we can remake this, or we can do a sequel / prequel to this and we'll just get money and it'll be fine. It's like, when did like Hollywood's passion for movies die, sort of thing? It's really sad. His second question is, what is the best movie you've ever seen and what's the worst movie you've ever seen? That's very broad. I think most kind of well-made movie that has every aspect that is just perfect for me, it's got to be like Inception or Birdman, because those films for me will just be cinematic masterpieces for as long as I shall live. The worst movie I've ever seen, wow. I tend not to watch movies if I know they're gonna be bad. I really can't think, I honestly can't think of the worst movie I've ever seen. It's probably like a really crappy kids movie that I guiltily, pleasurely love. Maybe like Spy Kids 3D or Shark Boy and Lava Girl, actually. Maybe that, maybe. Balasauria asks, would you ever do a video without makeup? Yes, but I like wearing makeup in general. I wear makeup every day no matter what I'm doing, so I just don't think there should be a difference whether or not I wear makeup on camera, just because I like to think that my content is better than what I'm wearing on my face, you know what I mean? I don't want to sound like really horrible or mean by saying that, but yes, I would consider doing one without makeup, but I probably won't because I really like wearing makeup. Balasauria also asked, what's your degree in uni? My degree in uni is film studies, which is kind of half practical filmmaking and half film theory, so like film movements like French New Wave, German Expressionism, blah blah blah, and I really love it. You also asked what job would you like after you finish uni. I'm hoping to break into the industry. I know how difficult it is to break into the film industry. It's just sometimes near impossible, and anyone with an arts degree will know the pain of trying to break into their chosen passion. And his last question is, would you ever reach the point where you're fed up of movies either because everything's remade or there's no original idea? As you already know my opinions on remakes, yes. I would probably get really bored of movies if there was nothing original coming out, which will probably happen at some point while I'm still alive. I think as the film industry evolves and gets more involved with different actors and different movements and different people, I think they will definitely come up with a lot more original ideas. Remakes, you know, I'm not a big believer in them, so I would get really tired if there was just like, oh, this is the 4th Star Wars remake we're gonna make. And I swear if anyone tries to remake like the original Star Wars, oh, heads will roll for that. My good friend Mariana from Impression Blend asked, what's your favourite movie time snack? If I'm at the cinema, it will usually be popcorn, but lately I've been getting headaches when eating popcorn, which I think is really weird. But I really like Ben & Jerry's ice cream in the cinema, or I really like crispy M&Ms. And her second question is, what are some directors / actors / actresses whose films you will watch no matter what? I think the top 3 directors are definitely Christopher Nolan, David Fincher and Wes Anderson. Also Quentin Tarantino. How could I forget Quentin Tarantino? Any of the directors' work that they do, hands down will I watch it. Also Steven Spielberg, that was more than like one. But yeah, actors and actresses wise, I think actresses would definitely have to be Emma Thompson, Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence, Amy Adams I really like as well, and Kate Winslet. And actors wise, Daniel Day-Lewis, Jake Gyllenhaal, Tom Hardy and Leonardo DiCaprio. Those are just all of my favourites. And her third and final question is, what 2016 movies are you really looking forward to? There's too many to decide from, but I think right now my top kind of 5 are The Jungle Book, Batman v Superman, X-Men Apocalypse, Suicide Squad and Star Wars Rogue One. I'm so excited for those movies. Steve from The Lawn Gnome asks, outside of film and television, what are your other passions / talents? Ooh, passions. I really love writing. I would say that's kind of a passion / talent. I really love writing and creating worlds and characters. Really into that. And other kind of passions of mine, I'm really into Imperial Russia history. That's a really random thing to be into, and I really like Japanese culture as well. I love anime, which I guess is television, I would say. Yeah, anime's TV. Other things I'm good at are art and performing arts, but I haven't done them in years. Like I haven't done them since I was in high school. I wish I could get back into them, and I will really try to in the near future when I'm not so busy. Next channel and stuff asks, number 1, do you like Greggs? Greggs is a bakery in England, and yes, I love Greggs. Their cakes are to die for. Second question is, favourite fantasy film of all time? Got to be the Lord of the Rings trilogy by Peter Jackson. Just flawless films. Also asked, most disappointing film and most surprising film of all time. Oh, of all time, things are so broad. I think most disappointing film for me, even though it is a really clever film and it's actually decent once you take away the ending, was probably The Game, which is a film directed by David Fincher. I was really enjoying it. I was like, this is really a smart, cool film, and I love the David Fincher-ness of it. And then the ending came, and the ending of The Game is, oh, it's aggravating, and I just hated it, and it made me hate the film overall, really. I know I acknowledge that it's a smart, cool film, but I just, oh no. A surprising film of all time, that is a really difficult one. I think one from this year that I can think off the top of my head was probably The Game, done by Joel Edgerton, which the trailers for that film sucked so bad. You go into the film and it's actually amazing, and it's in like my top 10 of the year so far, The Gift is. So yeah, The Gift from this year was incredible. And his last question is, who / what were your inspirations for starting YouTube film reviews? I watched a lot of Jeremy Jahns and Chris Stuckman and Pretty Much It before I started YouTube, and I still watch them now. I love those guys so much. And they're all kind of male YouTubers who do movie reviews on YouTube, and I thought, you know, there's not enough like female presence in the film community on YouTube, so I thought, bam, I'm gonna start doing that. He Said, She Said reviews asks, what are your top 10 TV shows of all time? Oh, of all time. Okay, of all time. These aren't in any particular order because I can't think of them right now. Right, Friends, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Heroes, Pushing Daisies, Orphan Black. The 100's got to be in there somewhere. 4 more? I can't even think of 4 more TV shows. Oh, this is difficult. This is actually really difficult, genuinely. Game of Thrones has got to be in there. I just started watching The Walking Dead and I absolutely adore The Walking Dead. Last two top favourite TV shows of all time in my top 10 have got to be Parks and Recreation and Miranda, which is a British sitcom show.